What's going on? It's your boy, I'm back. Now, I haven't worked out yet, but I will be working out here in about 5 minutes. I just want to talk to you guys for a little bit. I want to talk about a subject that a lot of lifters and a lot of people who work out have issues. And guess what? It's one of the biggest issues you'll find in the gym when somebody's trying to get stronger, trying to build strength and trying to get to that level. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the shoulder. What makes for a strong shoulder? Now, you guys have seen my shoulders. You see my videos, so you know. At this point, you know my shoulders are goated. They're goated. All right, I got the front, middle, rear. We've seen it. You've seen the videos, you see all that stuff, so you know I'm legit about my shoulders. I want to say this when it comes to shoulders. Sometimes we think we know, and we don't. So it's important that I encourage you and others to do your research on stuff. Do your research on exercises for your shoulder. I do zero dumbbell work when it comes to my shoulders. None. It's all barbell. Okay? The most important thing about shoulder exercises to me is one, to press overhead. That's the most important thing for my shoulder. That's why I do so much volume. Now, what makes us think that we know shoulders if we don't, and if we do know shoulders, how come we didn't know before? What leads us to that? Well, it all goes back to middle school for most of us, right? What is that? So what am I talking about? Middle school. When you're in 7th, 8th grade, it's the very first time, and if definitely for me and many other people, that you saw somebody doing bench press. It's like, what's that? Oh, that's the bench. You can get strong on the bench. Now, I'll agree, the bench is a strong exercise. It will make you stronger. It will give you some development, but it can cause some serious injuries, which is why a lot of guys have bad shoulders, because they got on that bench press way too soon. Listen, the bench press is a great exercise. I love doing it. But it's also an exercise that if you don't have strong shoulders already, it's going to be difficult and very, very taxing on your body, especially your shoulders. Stay off the bench until you've developed the shoulders. That's why I press. That's why you should press. I'm gonna tell you something about shoulders, and this is gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, but it probably just needs to be said. When you're working out your shoulders on the bench, you don't want to, but you got to, because that's just the exercise. And you get that one final lift and you feel great, and the next day you wake up, you're like, oh, my shoulder's killing me. Right? It's killing me. It's gonna kill you because you don't have the full delt. You need a full delt to handle all that weight you're trying to push up. So that's why I encourage people all the time, get your presses right. Get your overhead presses, build your shoulders first, then you can hop on that bench. The bench is a very, very strong compound movement, right? It's working your delts, working your front delts, it's working your triceps, right? The benefactor is the chest. That's what's benefiting. But the muscle movement is here and here. And of course, the grip strength. Your grip strength, which is important, which is why you need to have a strong pull-up so you can have that grip strength to handle that bar. So, at the end of the day, this is what I want you to understand. I'm trying to say this. Stay off the bench until you get your shoulders. Then once you get your shoulders, you can run over to that bench and watch how easy the bench press is. It's not a hard exercise at all. It may seem that way when you first started. Your collarbone might be hurting, and you know, a lot of guys get pec tears because sometimes they don't have the strong shoulders. So work your shoulders first, man. Build your shoulders. And you can work your rear delts by just doing pull-ups. If I'm doing this constantly, doing pull-ups, you see my rear delt kicking in right there? Now I'm doing 200 and 300 pull-ups a day. I don't even work my rear delts, but if I do pull-ups, it works my rear delts. So get your pull-ups together. Get your pull-up game right. So you see those guys with those calisthenic bodies, full delt shoulders, because they do all those pull-ups and push-ups. Just do those two exercises and your shoulders will look good. Add the press overhead and you'll have goated delts. It's that simple. I wanted to do this video sooner, but I just didn't do it. But shoulder issues are a big issue in the gym. You hear it all the time. You talk to people all the time with shoulder issues, and they constantly run over to the bench. So I just want to talk to you about it for a minute. Subscribe to the video, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me hear what you guys thought about it. I'm about to go work out. I don't even have a pump yet, but I just wanted to get that video out because the shoulder's been a big problem in gyms and guys who are just trying to get fit. They never can get past the hump because they never heal their shoulders. And I'm gonna tell you right now, before I let you go, I didn't always have good shoulders. There was a time where I couldn't sleep because my shoulders were in so much pain. Imagine, I would be up all night because if I rolled over, my shoulder would just be on fire. And so I didn't want to take any medication for the pain. I said, I gotta figure out a way to just get rid of this pain. And so that's when I came across a video on YouTube by a guy named Alex Bromley. Shout out to Alex Bromley. It was one of his videos, and I've subscribed to Alex since then. So yeah, check out Alex Bromley. He is the god of pressing movements. He has so many videos on pressing, so many videos on how to get great shoulders. He talks about the seated press, the dumbbell press, overhead press, JM pressing. He talks about every kind of press movement there is, right? The buffalo bar. He's done all of it. Shout out to Alex Bromley, man. I saw one of his videos and it changed my whole body. So he ain't gonna do no YouTube video like this. He's official. He's got it all set up and he's been doing it for about 7 years now. So competed in strongman competition, all that good stuff. So once I saw that video, I just started doing what he was saying. And he was right. You can heal. He said that you can, he says for some odd reason, no matter how bad your shoulder injury is, pressing overhead will solve it. And I didn't believe it. I was like, yeah, right. Until I started doing it. And then it happened. Both of my shoulders were healed. Not only that, I picked up some size. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that because there's a lot of issues in the gym with some people and they sometimes just don't quite understand what they need to do. A personal trainer, or do I need to go see a doctor? No, you just need to start pressing overhead more. I tell people that all the time. So just start pressing overhead. That's why I do it. It's gonna keep my shoulders strong. As long as I'm here, as long as I'm living, as long as I'm working out, I'm gonna have strong shoulders because I press and do pull-ups. So add those two things to your life. Add those two things to your workout and you'll really be probably in some of the best shape of your life. So don't forget it and subscribe to the channel.